everyone, today's video is going to be an kind of a just chatty video. I like to do these. We have a hippocampus right here, you can see. Kanga is back there. John closed the door and Kanga's decided that she wants to leave, but she's not going to. But anyway, so today I'm going to talk about project panning. So I do a ton of project panning videos on my channel. I talk about it a lot because it's something I really, really enjoy. And I can actually list my entire project panning playlist down below because I do a lot. And I also do a weekly product pan, which is a little different. I just pull out a product randomly from my collection and I use it all week and then I put it back. But that helps me really sort through my collection because the thing about project panning is that sometimes you can focus so much on a few items that you neglect everything else. So I try really hard not to do that, and my weekly product pan helps that. But I just want to talk about why I project pan. And I think a lot of people have the same reasoning, I guess, but I have a lot of makeup, and if you're like, do you really? You can watch my makeup inventory playlist and you can see exactly how much. Also, in my weekly product pan, I just give you like the overall number. That's counting every single pan. So like in this palette, there are 16 pans, so that counts for 16 items. And I have 1,470 items in my makeup collection. And to me, that's just a little much. That's kind of absurd. And the thing about makeup too that we all kind of ignore and like to pretend like isn't true, but it is that makeup expires. It just does. And some things last longer than the others. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't go, where's this one? I don't see that one right now. All makeup has this little thing that says how long it's supposed to last. And I'm not saying that I go exactly by that because I'd be lying if I did. I don't. And sometimes I use makeup that I know is expired, but as long as it's still performing well, I'm personally okay with that. But the thing is, makeup expires. And the other thing is, I'm not a makeup artist. I do my own makeup and occasionally other people's. Like my sister's wedding's in a couple of weeks and I'm doing everybody's makeup that's in the wedding party. Now that's 3 people, including me. It's not saying I'm doing so much makeup because I'm not. And when I'm with my sister, she lets me do her makeup. Occasionally I do my mom's. Very rarely I do some of my friends' makeup, but generally it's me. And no, I can't use up that much. I mention this a lot, but I think it's relevant. This is my project pan for the year. I've been using it since January 15th, every weekday. On the weekends, I take a break and I try to use the rest of my collection, again, just to make sure I'm sorting through everything. Look at this. Do you notice that not even a single eyeshadow is used up? This is my constant reminder that I don't need to buy any makeup. I'm also currently on a no-buy. I can list that video below if you're interested as well. Because I just have too much. And I've done a declutter. I've done a really large declutter because I moved from Georgia to Ohio. And I can list that playlist down below. I'm just gonna list everything because, I was moving and I didn't want to move things I didn't like. And I don't regret that at all. I have zero regrets. I don't have anything where I'm like, ooh, I shouldn't have gotten rid of that. Or, ooh, I missed that. No, nothing like that. But I don't want to have to declutter. I'm sure I will again. I'll probably do I've talked about it, like a spring cleaning and get rid of some things, not near as much as I did in those previous declutters, just because I haven't bought very much since then. But, I'm sure I'll do that again. But I get so much more enjoyment out of using things up and knowing, hey, I spent X amount of dollars on this and I've gotten that much money worth out of it. And that's just what matters to me. When I project pan also, I will tell you that I dig in. So this is a foundation stick. You can see it's like if I just try to put it on, it's below the mark where I can just put it on my face easily. So I've been digging in. I've been digging in for like a week or so. I'm not just using this, but I would say I probably got like a week's worth of use, and I've still got about maybe 2/3 to half of that left. So I really try to get every single penny out of my makeup collection because I spent it. Now, this was actually free. This was like a free sample, but that doesn't matter. Because me using this for 2 more weeks means that's 2 more weeks of product that I use. So that means that's less likely that I'm going to have to buy more foundation. Now, I love buying makeup. I'm not saying I don't. But you just, at least I have, reached a point where it's just not feasible. It's dumb to keep buying stuff when I have so much already. I'm not perfect. The most recent thing I've bought is the Too Faced Gingerbread palette. And that's, I want to say this might be the only eyeshadow palette I've bought all year. That could be a lie. Maybe I bought like one other one. But you know, I have gotten a lot better. But to me, it's a two-way street. You got to stop buying and you got to start using up. And project panning for me is a reason to start using it up. So that's why I project pan. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's a good way to inspire people, or to feel inspired to use up the same thing, because sometimes it gets old, you know. I love this palette, but I'm getting to where I'm kind of sick of it. But the knowledge that I am using something up and getting my money's worth out of it is worth it to me. And like I said, on the weekends I don't project pan. I just use the rest of my collection, with the exception of my weekly product pan. I use those on the weekends. But that also helps me be like, okay, girl, like, it's okay. You know, you can use it for a week, for 5 days, and then you get to use whatever you want. And it's just a way for me to feel better about the money I've spent. And it also, again, it reminds me that I don't need to keep spending money. If I have so much, I think I have, at one point I had over 1,000 eyeshadows, but it's cutting down, and I want to say I have like 600 or 700 single eyeshadow, or not single eyeshadows, but eyeshadow pans. And I haven't used up a single one all year. So if that's not telling, like, I don't know what else is. So that's why I project pan, and I really like it, and I recommend that other people do it as well if you're interested in it. It's really easy. If you mess up, if you end up not using something up, that's okay. I've had plenty of products that I put in a project pan and never used up. It happens. It's just a fun way, at least to me, to be able to concentrate on your makeup and to make sure that you're not being wasteful, because I feel like it's very easy to be wasteful, especially if you watch a lot of YouTube and there's always new things coming out and there's always people that buy it and they review it. And I'm not saying they're not being honest, but you know, they'll be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing and you need it. It's unique. That's what gets me. This is unique. It's not like anything else I have. And I'm like, oh, well, then I have to have it. But I don't. And you don't. Nobody has to have makeup. It's fun. I love it. I'm not saying I'm not going to ever buy makeup again, but my no buy is saying that I am not buying any makeup until I'm down to 1,000 items, or less than 1,000, so 999 items. And I'm excited about it, and I think it's a good thing for me to do. And yeah, that's just why I want to talk to y'all about why I product pan, and that's really all I have. So if you have any questions, requests, suggestions, or comments, go ahead and leave those down below, and I'll see y'all real soon. Bye.